Anyways, guys, how you doing tonight? Go ahead and type in, where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? All right. And are you watching live, right? Those of you who are watching on the replay, go ahead and hit replay. Type in replay in the comments. Hi, Cindy. Hello, everybody. Go ahead and type in replay in the comments if you're watching the replay. And if you're watching this live, I'm glad to have you here because we get to interact with each other, okay? So today we are going to talk about, as true to fashion, we're going to get started in about 5 minutes. But today we're going to talk about 5 easy steps that you can implement right here, right now, today, right after this live, all right? So that, this trying to call me again. Everybody's always trying to call me, and I had this in a nice, okay, there we go. Hello, Christune. Hello, Cindy. Hello, everybody. Okay, sorry. Let's roll that over, okay? Let's roll that back. All right. So today we're talking about 5 easy steps to unlock your next level of income. Also, your next level of investing, because they're one and the same, right? What are some of the reasons why you guys are investing? A lot of the big reasons why you're investing obviously is to make your money make more money for you, okay? And then also to create more income, right? To have more income. And so I can knock it all. This live can knock it all, right? The level of income, the cash flow, the investments, everything, right? We have to start at the root, right? If you want to change the fruits of a tree, I'm going to repeat that. If you want to change the fruits of a tree, the first thing you need to do is fix the roots, right? You either change the seed and plant something else, or you go into the roots and make sure the roots are healthy, right? You can't just change the fruits by, picking at the tree itself. We got to go to the root, right? And so a lot of you guys are getting on the phone with me because you want to make more money, or you want to make your money work for you, or you want to level up in income, right? Type in a 1 if you guys are with me. There's a couple of you gone on right now. I know we haven't fully gotten started yet, but I like to interact with you guys, right? And so with that, okay, this is the main reason why I'm doing this live, okay? And so actually, let me give you guys 2 minutes. So what are some levels of income that you guys want to reach, right? Let's have a conversation. What are some levels of income that you would like to reach, right? Is it $5K a month, right? Maybe you're barely scraping by with $2-3K a month and you'd love to make $5K a month, right? Or maybe your new level of income is $10K a month, right? Or maybe your new level of income is to just not have to worry about your car payment. Maybe your new level of income could be enough money to be able to invest in your business. Maybe your next level of income is to have enough cash flow to buy the dip, right? How many times we try to buy the dip and then we run out of money, okay? True story here. Of course, in my rookie days, right? I would be buying the dip and I'm like, oh my God, I don't have any more money. Well, that means you need to go out there and make some more money, right? And so the easiest way to make money, it takes money to make money, right? It takes money to make money. So the more money you have, the more money you can make, right? Think about it. Think about this, guys. Let's slow down for a second. Think about this, right? Most of us are used to going to work, right? We are physically trading in our time for dollars. Yes or no? Type in a 1 if you're with me, okay? We are physically trading our time for dollars, or we are physically trading our physical labor for dollars, or we're physically trading our mental labor for dollars, right? Some of you guys, I used to be a server at Cheesecake Factory. So I was on my feet 14, 15, sometimes 18 hours a day. And on my feet, meaning going back and forth to the kitchen, running around, making sure everybody has their drinks, their salad dressing, everything, right? I was on my feet. I was trading in my physical abilities, right? My mobility in order to get some tips and also to get an hourly wage. That's what you guys are used for, right? But now with investing, we introduce the concept of we no longer have to trade in our time for dollars. We no longer have to do the work ourselves, right? We let the money, right? Where's my little dollar bill that I was playing around with the other day, okay? We let the money. So instead of us getting in the car, going to traffic, clocking in, clocking out, dealing with coworkers in your head, people working with people that you don't even like, right? Dealing with your boss that you may like or you may not like, right? Having to be stuck in traffic. Instead of all of that, we let this bad boy here, this dollar or this $100 or this $1,000 or this $100,000, $10,000, whatever it is, we let it work for us. We say, hey, dollar, I did all the work. I went into work. I put in the labor and I got you as a reward, as an exchange, right? And now you're going to go out there and you're going to work for me. Type in a 1 if you're with me. That is what investing is. If this does not exist, if you do not have this dollar, what are you going to invest with? What is going to go out there and work for you? Nothing's going to go out there and work for you. The thin air is not going to go out there and work for you, right? You have to physically go out there to get something, all right? Whether it's that dollar, whether it's real estate, whatever compensation you're getting, right? You get that compensation and you say, hey, dollar, all right, now it's time for you to go to work. Go to work for me because I'm going to sit on a beach and sip on a margarita. I'm going to go spend more time with my kids. I'm going to spend more time with myself to find myself. I'm going to go study a new subject. I'm going to go master something. I'm going to learn how to paint. I'm going to travel the world while you, dollar, you go work for me. Type in a 1 if you're with me, okay? That is the definition of investing. That is what investing is. You're taking money that you already had, that you put in your blood, sweat, and tears for, and then you're taking it and you're saying, okay, I did all the work, I did all the heavy lifting, now you go and work, okay? And so a lot of you guys are getting on the phone with me. You don't have this. You have thin air. I'm going to repeat that, okay? Well, Kat, that's not, what do you mean nobody has $1? I mean enough, okay? You don't have enough. Some of your goals, you're saying, some of you guys said 10K. Somebody said 20K a month. Let me see what the answers are here. I asked you guys, what are your next level in income? Go ahead in the chat. What is your next level of income that you want to unlock? I thought I saw somebody say 20K. You guys get on the phone with me. You're like, hey, Kat, I want to make an extra 1,000 a month. Hey, Kat, I want to make an extra 10,000 a month. Hey, Kat, I want to make an extra 20K a year. Hey, Kat, I need to buy a house in 6 months. Okay, how much do you have saved? I have nothing saved. So you want to buy a house in 6 months, you have nothing saved, and you think that investing is going to get you there. Make it make sense, please. We need this. We need this first in order to make this go out there and work for us. Type in a 1 if you're with me. Okay, we need the money first. We don't just create. Investing is not, oh, this is thin air, let's create money out of this. No, that's not what investing is. It's taking money that you already have, in order to make it work for you. Type in a 1 if you're with me. Okay, that's what investing in. And so it is. And so the reason why I'm having this live is because you guys are getting on the phone with me and you don't have this. And so we need to teach you how can you go out there and get to your next level so you can have as much of this as possible so that this can put in all the work. Because think about it, guys. All right. Remember, you're what? You're probably in your mid 30s, right? Or early 40s, or even some of you in your 50s, right? You have a lot of experience. Yes or no, right? You have a lot of experience. You have a lot of knowledge. Think of the money that you're already making. Think of the money that you're already making. The money that you're already making. For some of you, it's $2,000 a month. Some of you, it's $3,000. Some of you, it's $10,000. Some of you, it's $20,000. Think of that money that you're already making. And think about the experience. Think about the education. Think about all of the energy that goes in to make this money. Type in the 2 if you're with me. Think about the money that you're already making and think about all of the energy that goes towards making this money. All right? So when you were 9 years old, were you making the same money that you're making now? Talk to me in the chat. When you were 9 years old, were you making the same money that you're making now? When you were 15 years old, were you making the same money that you're making now? I hope not. Okay? I really hope not. There are some people who've been making the same money for their entire lives. I hope that's not you. If it is you, it's okay because you're in the right place. We're going to change that. I'm going to repeat that. Okay? Actually, I don't need to repeat it. I think I made my point, right? When you were 15, when you were 18, you're not making the same money. You guys catch my drift? Type in a 3 if you're with me. Type in a 3. I don't want to lose you, right? There's a point to my madness. I'm going to get to the point. But I want to make sure you guys are following my thought process here, right? The money that you're making now at your age, with your experience, with your expertise, is not the same money that you were making when you were 15 years old. Type in a 3 if you agree. The money that you're making now at your age, at your experience, at your expertise is not the same money that you were making at 15 years old. Type in a 3 if you agree. Type in a 0 if you're lost. Okay? It's not the same, all right? So it's the same thing with your investment. Which one do you think is going to be able to work the hardest for you? $1 or $1,000? Talk to me in the chat. Which one do you think is going to be able to do the most work for you, the most efficient, and bring you back the most money? The 15-year-old or the 38-year-old? The dollar or the $1,000? Talk to me in the chat. Which one is going to bring you home more money? Because you're telling, hey, dollar, go out there and work for me. Go make me some money. Which one's going to bring you back more money? The 15-year-old, the dollar, or the $1,000, the 38-year-old, the 40-year-old, the 44 years old? You guys with me? Type in a 4 if you're with me, okay? The more money you have, the more money the money can make you. The more money you have, the more money the money can make you. The more money you have, the more money the money can make you. Because there's more energy in there. $1,000 has a lot more energy than $1. Do you guys agree with that? Type in a 1 if you agree with that, right? $1,000 has a lot more energy than $1. $1,000 has a lot more energy than $1. $10,000 has a lot more energy than $1,000. $10,000 has a lot more energy than $1,000. Okay? So when you guys get on the phone with me and you're telling me you want to make $1,000 a month, you want to make $5,000 a month on your investments, but you only have a 15-year-old, good luck. I'm going to repeat that. You're coming into my DMs, you're sliding into my DMs. You're coming on the phone with me. You're saying, hey, Kat, I want to make an extra 4 or 5 grand. Oh, yeah. First of all, you don't even know why you need the 4 or 5 grand. Big mistake. We're going to talk about that. We need clarity. Why do you need the 4 to 5 grand? If you don't know why you need it, then your subconscious is going to be like, well, you're surviving without it. So you're going to continue to survive without it. So since you have no clarity, you don't even know why you need it, then we'll be okay without it, right? That's what your subconscious is telling you. Your subconscious, if you are not clear about why you want to make an extra 1,000, about why you want to make an extra 4 grand, about why you want to make an extra 10 grand, why you want to make an extra 50 grand, if you don't have a clear plan for that extra money, your subconscious is going to say, hey, Natofa, hey, Lakeisha, hey, Cindy, you say you want to make an extra 5K, but we have no idea what you're going to do with it. So you know what? We're just going to keep you safe here because you've been safe this whole time without the extra 5K that you want. We're just going to keep you here because this is safe. This we understand. That 5K, we have no idea what's out there. That is the unknown. We have no clarity. We don't know what you're going to do with it. We don't know if you're going to use it for drugs. If you don't know if you're going to use it to go kill someone, we don't know what you're going to do with it. So let's just stay here at this 1,000, 2,000 a month, barely scraping by, living the paycheck to paycheck. Let's just stay right here, living the paycheck to paycheck. Type in a 1 if you're with me. That is what's going on with your subconscious mind. Remember, money is energy. Energy. I talked about this in several lives, right? Energy, treat it as such. The same energy you want from your money, you want to give it to the money. Okay? All right, awesome. So let's start the live. Okay? So I'm going to start with a quote from Dr. Lawrence. He is a clinical psychologist. He is a financial therapist. Yes, financial therapy exists. Everything exists because remember, right? You have a relationship with money. You have a relationship with your kids. You have a relationship with food. You have a relationship with your body. You have a relationship with your beauty. You have a relationship with your hair, right? You have a relationship with everything, with your coworkers, with your boss, with your spouse, with everybody, right? With your parents. You have a relationship with pretty much everything. And you have a relationship with money. And so if you can go into counseling for your family or your spouse or counseling for yourself, you can go to counseling for your money as well to heal your relationship with money. And so Dr. Lawrence says that financial wellness is a component of overall wellness. I'm going to repeat that. Dr. Lawrence, a clinical psychologist, says that financial wellness is a component of overall wellness. Why? Talk to me in the chat. Why do you guys think that statement? Why do you think he made that statement? What does that mean? I'm going to say it one more time. Financial wellness is a component of overall wellness. What does that mean? Talk to me in the chat. What does that mean? Let me look at some of these. Hi Katya, how are you, love? Hope you're doing good with your trading. Okay, all right, let's go back. Okay, Cindy said 12K a month. That's what it was. Okay, when I was making my money in good. Okay, all right. 1,000. Okay, got it. I'm just trying to catch up with all the comments here. You are serving gems tonight. Oh, you're welcome. I haven't even gotten started. Okay, that was just a preview. Okay, ching ching goes the money energy. Absolutely. I think I need a financial therapist. Yes, you do. Everybody needs a financial therapist. I have a financial therapist. That's how I'm able to have these types of conversations with you guys. Strategy, guys. I'm gonna tell you a secret. You ready? Investing is 90% mental, 10% strategy. I'm going to repeat that. Investing is 90% mental, 10% strategy. I give you guys strategies all the time. Cindy, you come to my lives all the time. Yes, I'm calling you out. Cindy, you come to my lives almost in every live. Has anything changed? Are you where you want to be? It's not a lack of information, right? You don't have to answer that, Cindy, but this is a question for everybody, right? Are you where you want to be? Watching all my lives, watching YouTube videos, reading blogs, is that getting you to where you want to be? No, because strategy and information is only 10% of it. And you have all these guys out there, right? All of my competitors, they're only talking to you about strategy. Here, buy this, buy that. I tell you guys what to buy. Some of you guys in my stock club, I tell you when to get in, when to get out. You're still not making money. Some of us are, right? Actually, a lot more people are making money than not. Obviously, that's why the stock club still exists. But there's no reason why we're all in a group. And I'm telling you when to get in, when to get out, and you're still losing money. I'm telling you how to manage your risk. You're still losing money because investing is 10% strategy, 90% mental. Once you understand that, once you truly understand that, then you will see your bank account and your investments overflow with money because we're paying attention to the wrong things. You guys are watching, you guys are swallowing all my lives. You're on all my lives. Half of you guys on all my lives. Answering, understanding everything. Yes, Kat, I got you. Yes, Kat. But then after the live, everything goes back to the way it was. Nothing has changed. You're still living paycheck to paycheck. You're still struggling to pay that one bill. You're still robbing Peter to pay Paul. Am I lying? I'm speaking the truth. I see this all the time, right? And so it's not about strategy. It's not about strategy. It's about your relationship with money. Understanding that money is energy shifts your relationship so that you understand that energy is never created nor is it lost. It is simply transferred. So the same energy you give to money is the same energy you get back. If you're giving money anxiety, if you're giving money, I don't know how I'm going to pay this bill. If you're giving money fear, if you're giving money disorganization, if you're giving money not a clear vision, guess what money's going to give back to you? What do you think? I'm over here sweating. What do you think money's going to give back to you? If you're giving it fear, anxiety, unknown, uncertainty, what is it going to give back to you? And so once you truly understand that money is energy, then everything shifts. All right? Okay. And so the first step, all right? Actually, no, I asked a question. Sorry, I was like all over the place. I asked a question. Let's see what some of the answers are, okay? No money, extra stress. Okay. Hey, Cassandra. Okay. You need to be in good health. Your state of mind needs to be healthy as well. Exactly, Marie. Yes, absolutely. Your financial wellness. Okay. Oh, yes, exactly. I asked, Okay, what I asked was, why do you think that financial wellness is a component of overall wellness? Why is that? Why do you guys think that financial wellness is a component of overall wellness? Let's see these, okay? All right, nobody, whatever you ditch money, it ditches, okay? Keep, okay. So nobody answered it. It's okay, I'll answer it, okay? Financial wellness, well, think about it. Think about your overall wellness. Talk to me. What are the components of your overall wellness? Talk to me in the chat. What are the components of your overall wellness? What are the components of your overall wellness? What are the components of your overall wellness? I'll start it. Right? Your mental health. Somebody said it, right? Your mental health. What else? What are some components of your overall wellness, right? I don't want to give them all away. I want to see you guys answer, okay? Yes, somebody said financial. Absolutely. That's the answer, right? Health. Okay, beautiful. Health, right? Your health, your kidneys, your heart, your reproductive system, your digestive system, right? All of this is a component, right? Your physical health, right? Being able to, being healthy, being physically healthy, not just the inside, not just the organs, but the actual, like your arms working, right? And all of that. What else? Okay. Relationships. Absolutely. Right. That's part of mental health, right? What about the soul? What about the mind? Right? What about the emotional health, right? Being in control of your emotions and not letting your emotions get to you to where you have anger issues or that you let people walk all over you, right? These are setting right boundaries, right? Now, in order for all those to be healthy, wouldn't you agree that you need money? What do you guys think? Don't you need money to eat healthy? Don't you need money to have access to good physical training? Well, Kat, I could just watch a YouTube video. You need money to have internet to watch a YouTube video so you can work out. Well, Kat, I could just go run outside. You need money to have a house to come back to when you go run outside. Because you could just be running outside because you live outside. Okay? You need money to eat healthy. You need money to fix your mental health. You need money to be able to work on your relationships. Yes or no? Talk to me in the chat. If you're worried about money, how do you have time to worry about your mental health? If you're worried about money, how do you have time to worry about your health? Your overall wellness. If money is an issue, if money allows you access, yes or no? Money allows you access. It's not the money. Who cares about the money? This is just a piece of paper. It's just a piece of paper, but it's the access. Money allows you to have access to better wellness. Yes or no? Do you guys agree with me or no? It's okay if you don't agree. Right? And so when we say that financial wellness is a component of your overall wellness, we are talking about your access. Do you have enough access to the things that are going to keep you well and sane? You need money to pay for the sneaky links. Yes. You do. You got to get cute for the sneaky link. You got to buy condoms for the sneaky link. I hope you're buying condoms for the sneaky link. Okay? You got to buy things to spruce you up. Maybe you want to look sexy for the sneaky link. You need money for everything. You need access to everything. Unfortunately, that's the world we live in. I would love to tell you that money doesn't matter, but that's a lie. Money matters. Yes, it does matter. It's everywhere in this entire world. How could you say that money doesn't matter? It does. Money doesn't matter in certain things like love, like relationships with your spouse. Well, actually, that does matter. As much as we try to lie to ourselves that it doesn't matter, it does matter. But anyways, that's a whole nother lie for a whole nother story. But money doesn't matter when it comes to love. We know that. I don't need someone to come and tell me that. We already know that. But what about everything else? Can you pay your bills with love? Can you have a roof over your head with love? Well, somebody could provide it, but that person has money to be able to provide it for you. Yes, so you're telling me money doesn't matter? Yes, it does matter. Whether it's coming from you, whether you're the one on the receiving end and you're receiving everything that you need, someone is providing it for you, and that person needs money to provide it for you, period. So money matters. Don't let anybody tell you that money doesn't matter. Okay? All right. Awesome. All right. So the first step to unlocking your next level of income is to determine what is your current relationship with money. I'm going to repeat that. The first step to unlocking your next level of income is to determine what is your current relationship with money. Let's have a conversation. Talk to me in the chat. What is your current relationship with money? Okay? I'm going to give you guys some questions, okay, to answer. Those of you taking notes, the first question you want to ask yourself is, how do you feel about money? Take a second to actually write it down. Don't write it in the chat just yet. Go ahead and do this exercise, okay? How do you feel about money? Okay? How do you feel about money? Does it give you anxiety? Does it give you a sense of calmness? Are you fearful of money? Does it give you a sense of wonder? Does it make you happy? Does it make you excited? Right? How do you feel about money? Okay? Next question is, what emotions come up when the topic of money comes up? When someone is talking about money, when Kat is talking about money, when your mom is talking about money, when your spouse is talking about money, when your children are talking about money, when your coworkers are talking about money, what is the emotion that pops up? Do you have like a little butterfly in your stomach? Like, oh, please don't ask me about my money. Oh. Are you afraid to look at your own bank statements because you don't want to see how much money you spent on BS? What type of relationship do you have with money currently? Okay? Do you constantly think about money? Is it a constant thing in your mind? Are you always wondering, how am I going to pay this bill? Okay, I need to do this. I need to pick up this shift over here. I need to pick up this extra shift. I need to do this overtime. I need to apply for that job. I need to do this. Oh my God, this is going to be due. How am I going to be able to pay this? Oh my God. Okay. Maybe if I move this money here, maybe if I borrow from this person. Is that you? It's okay if it's you, but it's okay if it's you. We just have to admit it. Lying to yourself about it is not going to help. What is your relationship with money today? Okay, that's all the questions that I have. Are you afraid? Oh, the other one was, are you afraid? Okay, are you afraid of looking at your own bank accounts? Talk to me in the chat. Okay, talk to me in the chat. What are some of your answers, right? Somebody said, Cindy says freedom and happy. So money makes you free and happy. Okay, so you feel free about money? What's the answer? Is that how you feel about money, or is that how you want to feel about money? Is that real? Is that a real answer, Cindy, or is that what you want it to be? Do you really feel free when you think of money? Do you feel happy about your own finances? Right? When you look at your finances, you're happy and you feel free? If that's the case, amazing, because you're ready for the next step. Okay? All right? Natofa thinks it gives you security. So you like to hog money. Okay? A lot of people are like that. Right? Have you ever heard this saying that you cannot save your way to millions? I don't care how many shifts you pick up. I don't care how many jobs you have. You cannot save your way to a million. The only way to get to millions is to invest. And so hogging all your money is only going to get you so far, right? Are we hoggers? Are we savers? And we like to just save everything and never spend, and this is a rainy day? Guys, remember, what you focus on is what you create. I'm going to repeat that. What you focus on is what you create. If you're focusing on a rainy day, or an emergency, oh, I need to have this money here for an emergency of some sort, and you're hogging all your money. I'm not saying not to save money. That's not what I'm saying. Please don't go around telling people Kat said not to save money. That's not what I'm saying. But if that is your main focus, is everything is going towards savings and nothing is being diversified other places, guess what you're going to attract? Talk to me in the chat. What are you going to attract? If all you're focusing on is, what if there's an emergency? Let me hog this. Ooh, I want to spend this. I know if I spend this on this class, I know if I pay for this class, or I know if I pay for this training, or I know if I buy this land, or I know if I buy this, I know, ooh, what if I need the money? That's a lot of money. How are you hogging something that's infinite? You're hogging something that's infinite. Money is infinite. What are you hogging it for? It's all over the world, all the time. Infinitely abundant. It is circulating all the time. What are we hogging it for? What? What are you afraid of? You're afraid that you're going to pay for this class and you're not going to get your money back? Well, that means you don't really believe that money is energy. It hasn't clicked yet for you. You say yes to these lives, and you type in 1 and you type in 2. You're like, yeah, Kat, money is energy, but you don't really believe it. Because if you really believed it, you would freely spend this dollar knowing that it's going to come right back to you. Type in a 1 if you're with me. If you really believe that money was energy, you would freely spend your dollar and know that it's going to come right back to you. But if you don't feel that way, that means you don't truly understand that money is energy. You think that money is finite. You think there's only a little bit of money in the world. You think there's only a little bit, and you better have as much as you can because there's only so much, and you better hog as much as you can because there's none left. That's not money. That's in your head. That's a false reality you created to keep you safe. I'm going to repeat that. You created that false reality. That is not the truth. Moving on. Okay. Somebody said, okay, let's see. I'm going back. Okay. Somebody said money needs to flow. It is energy. Absolutely. Right. The more you, when you spend money, we had a live about this, right? One of the best ways to create more income is to spend it in the right places. You put in a seed into the earth and the earth gives you back a whole tree. It's the same with money. When you're investing in yourself, when you're buying a course, when you're going to college, when you're whatever it is that you're doing, when you're eating healthy, when you're putting vegetables and you're eating life and you're putting that into your body, what is your body going to give back to you? Your body's going to give you vitality. Your body's going to give you strength. Your body's going to be radiating. Yes or no? It's the same thing. And so yes, that vegetable may be more expensive than the chips. But the chips are not going to give you good energy. We know this. We understand this when it comes to the food. It's the same thing with your money. Right? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay? The next step. So the first step was to determine what is your current relationship with money. Okay? I want to see some real answers. I don't see no real answers. What are some real answers? What is your current relationship with money? Okay. Sese says you're very responsible with money. What else? Okay. Because I think you did say you wanted to make more money, right? And so think about this. Maybe the way I'm asking the question is probably not helping you answer it properly. Okay. Think about where you want to go. Are you there? You're not, right? So what is stopping you from getting to where you want to go? Right? Okay, actually, let's move on, and then I think that'll clear it up. Okay, we'll move on, and that'll clear it up. Okay, number 2, what does a healthy relationship with money look like for you? Talk to me in the chat. What does a healthy relationship with money look like for you? Talk to me in the chat. What does a healthy relationship with money look like for you? For my clients, most of my clients, they say they want to have, okay, the relationship with money that they want to have, not that the one that they think they have, not that the one that they're lying to themselves that they're telling their friends that they have, not the ones that they read from a book and they think that's the right answer. No, the one that they actually want. Okay, the healthy relationship that they want. My clients say that they want to feel stress-free about money. They want to feel calm about money. They want to feel like it's, oh man, money is ever flowing. That's nothing but a thing. Oh, all right. How much does it cost? All right, here you go. Like they want to feel like that. Ooh, I want that dress. Swipe. Ooh, I want to take that vacation. Swipe. Ooh, my son wants to go to Harvard. Swipe. Ooh, I want to take that course here. Swipe. Ooh, I want to go to this yoga meditation. Swipe. That's how they want to feel about money. Is that how you really feel about money? Is that where you currently are? Can you do everything that you want whenever you want? Is that currently? Is that the truth? I'm pretty sure the answer is no. If not, if the answer was yes, you wouldn't be watching this live, right? And so what does the relationship with money that you want look like? Talk to me in the chat. What type of relationship you want to have with money? Okay. Natilfa says, not where I want to be, but working on it through investing. Okay, beautiful. But where do you want to be? You say you're not where you want to be. We understand that, but where do you want to be? That's the question that we're asking, right? Where do you want to be? Talk to me in the chat. Sorry, I have this little thing here, okay? Right? Debt free. Okay, beautiful, right? Yes, there you go. That's an answer. Thank you. Somebody's being honest in here. You want to be debt free. Talk to me. What else? What else do you want to, what other relationships do you want to have with money? Okay. What about spending money responsibly? Okay. No swiping fears. Beautiful. Say. There you go. Now we're being honest. There you go. There we go. Now I can help you. I can't help you if you're just lying to yourself. If you're just saying what you think you need to say to look good. I can't help you, right? But now we're getting somewhere. You have swiping fears. Where do those come from, Sese? Now we can dig deep. Now we can get to the root. What is it that you fear? There we go. I love it. Debt zero, no stress. Okay, you want to be a money magnet. Yes, Natasha. You want money to follow you everywhere you go. You want to have multiple streams of income. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Joanne, how are you? Beautiful. I want to feel like it doesn't matter. Yes, now we're talking. Now we're being honest. Okay, talk to me in the chat. Let's get some more. Okay, what do you want to feel about money? How do you want to feel about money? Okay, what is the relationship you want to have with money? Okay. All right. I want to have financial freedom. Okay. What does that mean for you? What does financial freedom mean for you? What does that look like? Talk to me. Talk to me. What is financial freedom? Okay. Awesome. 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 Beautiful. So the first step was to determine what is your current relationship with money. Some of you were saying your current relationship with money is freedom, but then you're telling me that you want freedom. So which is it? Do you want freedom or you already have the freedom? Right? So we need to be as honest as possible. This exercise will not work if you're not honest. Okay? You don't need to be honest on the live here, but at least to yourself. What is the current relationship that you have with money? How do you handle money now, today? What are the good things and what are some of the bad things? Right? Okay, beautiful. Then we go into what do you want your relationship with money to look like? Where are you now? And where do you want to go? Where are you now? Where do you want to go? Okay? Okay, I am the safety net for my family. That's a whole nother lie. Bam! There we go, say. Now we're getting deep. You are, look at that. You have all of that pressure on you. Everybody's relying on you. You can't mess it up, because if you mess it up, you're going to let everybody down. Think about the energy. Think about what type of energy is that, Sisse? What type of energy is that? All right, that's enough for this live, right? I can't go deeper. But that was deep. I'm glad you had that realization, right? Thank you for being brave and honest, right? You are the backbone of your family. A lot of you guys here are the backbone of your family. A lot of you guys, if you stop working, your entire family will come crumbling down. That's a lot of pressure on you. And that's okay. You don't have to pretend that you have it all together. It's okay to say that you need help. It's okay. You're not supposed to do it by yourself. It takes a village, guys. It takes a village with everything. You're not supposed to do it by yourself. All right. Awesome. Number 3, okay? What are some unhealthy habits that you have right now? Okay, talk to me in the chat. Say says she likes to save and she likes to hog her money because she is the safety net for her family. That makes all the logical sense in the world. So how do we undo that? Right? We'll get into that a little bit later. Okay? Right? What is your current? What are your current unhealthy habits? I'll tell you one for mine. I'll be honest with mine. I am a horrible spender. Oh my God, I spend and I spend like there's no tomorrow, which is okay because money is ever flowing, but I have to be responsible with it. There's a difference. There's a thin line between abundance and greed. Talk to me in the chat if you agree. Type in a 1 if you're with me. There's a thin line between knowing that everything is abundant and being grateful for what you have and being greedy. There's a thin line. And I'm walking that thin line. I have a horrible spending habit. And my financial therapist is helping with that. That's something that I'm working on. Okay, I give myself a budget. I try to be more mindful of my spending. That's why you guys see me specifically look for black owned businesses, because it takes more effort for me to look for a black owned business. And so I think twice before swipe. Yes, you just told me, Kat, you could swipe, and everything's going to come right back to you. No, it's not about that. We have to spend money in the right places. Remember that? Remember the other live? We have to spend money in the right places. Okay, if the light bulb's not working, if the light bulb's not working, when you turn on the light switch, no light is gonna go there. So I'm spending money. What's happening is I'm spending money in places that I really shouldn't be spending, and so my light bulb's not working. I'm being fully transparent with you. I have a horrible spending habit. What are some of you guys? Talk to me in the chat. Okay, inconsistent, beautiful. All right, you stress shop. A lot of people stress shop. Yes. You stress shop. Okay, beautiful. Inconsistent. Okay. Somebody said, I want to be able to decide when and when I spend without having to worry. Okay, beautiful. Eating out. That's another one, right? Eating out. It's so much fun. You get to eat something different. You don't have to cook, right? Okay, shopaholic. There you go, right? We're being honest. This is how you release the energy. All of these things that you're telling me about right now, who do you get to talk to about that? No, really, who do you get to have these types of conversations with? You can't have these types of conversations with anybody, right? And that's why you need a professional. It doesn't have to be me. Okay, but it could be a professional. You want to release all that energy, all of that guilt. You know that you're a shopaholic. You know that I have a spending habit, a bad spending habit. I know this, but I'm bottling it up inside of me. I don't want anybody to know. Oh, God forbid my students find out that their mentor has a spending problem. The horror. And so we're bottling up that energy, and we're bottling it. And guess what? It's causing blockages. It's causing heart chakra blockages. Black women are the number one that have heart problems and breast cancer. Why? Because the heart chakra is so blocked with all of the guilt, with all of the trauma, with all of the stuff that we carry with us. We want to release it. Let it go. I, Katiana Carre, have a spending problem. Let it go. I'm not alone. You're not alone. I, Natasha, I'm a shopaholic. Whew. Let it go. Let it go. My family depends on me, and all I do is save. Let it go. Let it go. It's okay. It's okay. We can fix it. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. We can fix it. Okay? All right. Awesome. So think about, step number 1, what is your current relationship with money? Step number 2, what does a healthy relationship look like? Like, what is it that you want to be? And step number 3 is what's keeping you from there? Right? What are some unhealthy habits that are keeping you from that perfect image that you answered in number 2? Okay? Number 3. Okay? Now, number 4. Before I get into number 4, I want to explain something to you. Energy, this is a law of physics. This is one of the main laws of physics. Energy is never created nor lost. You guys with me? Energy is never created nor lost. It is simply transferred. Okay? And so the energy that you have right now, the unhealthy energy that you have right now, the shopaholic, the spending habits, the having so much on your shoulder, the robbing Peter to pay Paul, the drowning in debt, all of that energy, all of that unhealthy energy that you have, you cannot destroy it. I'm going to repeat that. You cannot destroy it, because energy is never created nor destroyed nor lost. You have to transfer it. Transfer it. You guys with me? Type in a 1 if you're with me. This is an advanced conversation. I don't want to lose you, okay? Energy is never created nor lost. And so the energy, that anxiety around money, that shopaholic around money, that spending habit around money, that drowning in debt, that every investment that I take, every trade that I take is losing. That every crypto that I choose is the wrong one. Every stock that I choose is the wrong one. All of that negative energy cannot be destroyed. It has to be transferred. It has to be transformed. So you take that negative energy, you turn it into something positive, and now you can elevate to the next level. Type in a 1 if you're with me. Energy is never created nor lost. It is transformed. Transformed. No, you cannot get rid of your shopaholic. You're not going to get rid of it, Natasha. It's not going to happen. You're not just going to suddenly stop shopping. It's not happening. No, Sese, you're not going to suddenly stop saving. It's not happening. No, whoever said something about debt, you're not going to suddenly be out of debt for the rest of your life. It's not going to happen. Stop lying to yourself. All of these gurus out there, all of my competitors, I watch them. I watch them. And none of them are telling you this. That's why you're not getting results. It's not going to happen. And so what can we do about it? What can we do about it? You guys ready? Okay? All right? We want to look at our unhealthy relationship. You guys with me? The unhealthy relationship, all of these unhealthy habits. We want to see how can we flip them. How can we transfer it into something else? So I'll give you an example. I am an overspender. I'm not going to suddenly stop spending. Oh my God. If I suddenly stop spending, I'm going to relapse. And then when I relapse, it's going to get even worse. That's unrealistic. Nobody's ever going to stop spending. I'm not going to stop buying my earrings and buying my African stuff. I'm not going to stop doing it. And so how do we transform it? And so instead of saying, I'm not going to stop shopping, Natasha, you could say, I'm only going to shop in places where it's going to benefit me somehow. I'm going to shop in the right places. So Natasha, you're a shopaholic. Be a shopaholic of Black-owned businesses and watch your community give you back that same energy. You spend $1,000 at Macy's. Try spending $1,000 on a Black-owned business. You're still spending $1,000. You're still shopping, but you're putting it in the right places. Type in a 1 if you're with me. Type in a 1 if you're with me. It's not about stop the shopping because you're not going to stop the shopping. It's not happening. Don't lie to yourself. Well, Kat, I stopped shopping for 2 months. Okay, how long did it take until you relapsed? Okay, yeah. Okay? Natasha, there's nothing wrong with shopping, but shop in the right places. Shop in a place that's going to give back to you. You like to travel. Well, that's another thing. I love to travel. I'll travel. I'm no longer broke. I used to be very broke. Okay. This is why I do what I do. Cause I'm like, we're not doing this broke life. This broke life is not fair for anybody. So I got out of it and I'm teaching you how to get out of it as well. But even when I was broke, I was flying all around the world. Like you would think I had so much money, but I really didn't. Okay. And so what did I start doing? Instead of using my money, I started using my credit cards. Okay. I started using my credit cards so I could get miles. I started using my credit cards to book hotels so that now I get points and now I get something back. You guys with me? Type in a 1 if you're with me. I don't want to lose you because nobody's talking to you like this. Everybody's telling you, oh, you need to spend less. You need to save more. You need to get out of debt. You need to invest. Okay, but how? Oh, how do I do this? I know. No, like you mean to tell me that this is new information? You mean to tell me that you didn't know that you need to spend less? You didn't know that you need to save? That you didn't know you need to invest? Come on now. You know that. Then why are you not doing it? We know this. Okay? We have to spend our money in the right places. Debt. Some of you are drowning in debt. Get into debt that's making you money. Use your debt to make you money. If you have an issue with debt, yes, get out of the bad debt because there's good debt and there's bad debt. There's debt that makes you money, that you're leveraging other people's money to make you money. And then there's debt that you're using to buy a TV that's not going to make you money. There's debt that you use to impress all your friends, but you're not making any money. Transform, transfer the energy, transfer it into something positive. Take it from the negative to the positive. Type in a 1 if you're with me. Okay? All right. What are some other ones? What are some other examples? Talk to me in the chat. Talk to me. What were some of the other problems that you guys had? Sese said that that she is the backbone of her family. Okay, Sese, you're already a saver. I don't know if you're still on. You're already a saver. Why not save until a certain point, right? Actually, you would need to sit down with a financial advisor, so you would need to know exactly how much money you need to save. But typically, right, you want to have 12 months worth of your expenses. 12 months worth of your expenses. Now, everybody's different. There is no one size fits all, but typically, if I had to put a blanket statement out there, 12 months. So if your expenses are $2,000 a month, you need 12 months. You need, what's that? 24 grand. If your expenses are $3,000 a month, you need 36 grand. If your expenses are $4,000 a month, you need 4 times 48 grand. Anything more than that, you're already used to saving. Why not put it into a nice, safe investment like an ETF that's growing at a steady rate? It may not be crazy like Tesla and Apple going up and down like a roller coaster, but at least it's making you money. Or maybe save your money in a money market account. Or maybe save your money in an interest-bearing account. There are companies out there where you don't need to know anything about investing, where you could put your money that you're saving. Yes, you're saving it, Sese, because if your family is depending on you, that's not going to change, right? You're always going to be the backbone. The higher you elevate, the more they're going to need you. And so that's never really going to change. And so we're not destroying that energy at all. We're transferring it. Yes, your family is your backbone. Use that energy to fuel you to get to the next level. So that now that the fact that your family depends on you, now you can give them a house. Now you can give them some land. Now you can give them a nice brand new car. Now you can give them everything that they need so that they could be a little bit less dependent on you. Use that energy instead of saying, oh man, my family depends on me. I wish I could invest, but I have so many responsibilities. Like, use that energy to fuel you to say, yes, you know what? My family depends on me. I have no choice but to make 10K a month minimum. And so I'm going to do everything that I can. I'm going to go live every single whatever. I see you're doing your thing, Sese. You're going live, promote your food, promote all this stuff that you sell. We're going to get this 10K a month because my family depends on it. You guys see that? It's the same energy. We didn't destroy it. We transformed it. Type in a 1 if you're with me. Okay? Okay, my love, Rachel, that's a deeper conversation. Much deeper conversation. You're gonna need some sort of counseling of some sort with your partner. If you're not seeing eye to eye with a partner, it's not just money. There's a deeper issue. What are the traumas that your partner has that they're not seeing? Right? You want to start there. Because if you're on this level, you're working on yourself, you're elevating, there's a blockage that your partner has, and you cannot help them with that. They have to help themselves. We need to figure out the root, and they have to work on that. Okay? So it's a little deeper than that. It's not just, it's transformed. We got to go to the root. Why? Why is there friction between you guys? Just like we looked at money, right? We looked at the root. Why are we not where we're supposed to be? What's the problem? Why are we not up here? Oh, that's the problem. Because I have a spending habit. Oh, because I have this. Because I have that. Now we're able to fix it. We don't know why you and your partner are not eye to eye. And so that's going to require a little bit deeper work. Okay? But good question. Good question. All right. Any other questions? Okay. So number 1 was determine what is your current relationship with money. Be honest. Number 2 is, what do you want it to be? What does a healthy relationship look like? What's the end goal for you? Okay. Number 3 is, what's keeping you from it? What are some unhealthy things that you have that's keeping you from this end goal? And number 4 is, how can we transform this energy? How can we operate out of love? Right? Okay. How can we thank our bodies? Because a lot of the stuff that we do, guys, is because our subconscious. Remember, guys, your brain has 2 main components. Your brain has 2 main components. It has the subconscious, and then it has the logic. The subconscious, and then it has the logic. Did you know that when you're in a stressful situation, your fight or flight situation, your frontal lobe, the logic, is dark. This has been proven by science. When you're in a stressful relationship, when you're in, you guys ever seen that's why battered women who are abused, that's why they keep going back to their abuser, is because they're in a stressful relationship. The logic is gone. They cannot help it. It is physiological. They can't help it. They need help with a psychologist to be able to fix that. It's the same with your money. When you have anxiety, when you have fear around your money, logic is gone. That's why when you watch my lives, you're like, yeah, that makes sense. But then you go back to doing the same thing because the logic is turned off. And so your subconscious mind, the main goal of the subconscious mind is to keep you safe, is to keep you alive. And so if the relationship that you have with money right now has been keeping you alive, guess what? There is no reason for it to change. There's no reason for it to change. And so we want to operate with the frontal lobe. We want to use the logic to reprogram the subconscious mind. I'm going to repeat that. You want to use the frontal lobe, the logic, to reprogram the conscious mind. And that's what we're doing here. We're taking the energy, the unhealthy energy, and we're using our logic and thinking, how can I transform this? Oh, okay. Well, my family depends on me. Usually that gives me stress and anxiety, but I'm going to transform that and I'm going to say that's going to fuel me. My debt is overwhelming right now and that's giving me anxiety. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to use my logic and flip that and get out of this bad debt and get into some good debt to make me some more money. That's what we're doing here. Okay? So a lot of this stuff, guys, it is not your fault. It is how we're built. The problem is you're not given the proper tools to make sure that your light bulb is always working. Okay? The last step to unlocking your next level of income, all right, is to create a plan. It's not enough to just sit here on my lives and type in one all day. It's not enough to sit here on other people's YouTubes and take notes and watch hours and hours and hours. That's not enough. We need to create a plan. But not just any plan. We want to create actionable steps that we know we can do. Please don't tell yourself that if you're used to spending $1,000 on Amazon every month, and don't tell yourself that you're going to spend $200. That's a huge jump. That's too low. You're used to spending $1,000 on something every single month, and you think you're just going to go down to 0 or 200 out of nowhere? That's not happening. Okay? And so we want to do small incremental steps. Why? Because those small wins, guys, they give you the confidence. Think about the confidence that you get when you accomplish something. Talk to me in the chat. How do you feel when you accomplish something? What is the type of energy that you have when you accomplish something? How do you feel? Talk to me in the chat. What are some feelings? What is the energy that you have when you accomplish something? Talk to me. What is the energy that you have when you accomplish something? Okay, what's the energy that you have? Oh my gosh, it's already 7:28. I've been talking for an hour already. We're done anyway. Yeah. Okay. Fabienne says content. Okay. What else? Talk to me. What else? What else? What do you feel? Okay. Powerful. Yes, Amber. Hey, Amber. Hey, my love. How are you? Congratulations. Amber's a newlywed there. Yes, queen. Okay. Happy, proud, rewarding, right? Happy, positive, right? Imagine feeling that over and over. What do you think? What type of energy do you think your money is going to give back to you? Talk to me in the chat. If you feel accomplished, if you give yourself a small little goal, even if it's small, and you do it and you feel happy, what type of energy do you think your money is going to give back to you? Talk to me in the chat, right? And so we want to do actionable steps. If you go on Fashion Nova and you're spending $400, $500, $800 every single month, try spending $100 less next time. Every single month, decrease it by 100. Instead of buying 4 dresses, buy 3. Right? If your family is dependent on you and your family is always asking you for money, try saying no to one time. Just try saying no one time. One time. You don't have to say no every day. You don't have to say no, every single time they ask. Just one time. Next time somebody asks you to borrow $5 to buy some lunch, say no. It's just $5. But Kat, it's just $5. I could just give it to them. Yeah, you keep giving it to them, then nothing's going to change. Your subconscious is going to keep running that same program. Keeping you safe. Keeping you safe. That's all your subconscious is here to do. And so we have to reprogram it. Next time somebody asks, some of you guys, you're overspending your time. You're overcommitting to things. Say no just one time. Some of you are drowning in debt and you don't even know where to begin. You have so much debt you don't even know where to begin. Start with the smallest amount. Pay that one off. Give yourself that boost. If you have a $4,000 credit card, you have a $10,000 credit card, and you have a $300 credit card, pay off the $300. Get that little confidence. Well, Kat, that's so small. No, it's not small. Because if it wasn't, if it really was that small, you would have already done it. It's not small. Don't dismiss it. What do you mean I just say no to one time? Whatever it is that's giving you an issue, lower it. Lower the volume just a little bit. Incrementally. Now you're getting confidence. Ooh, I was able to buy 3 dresses this time instead of 4. Ooh, I'm proud of myself. Ooh, look at me. I only bought 3 dresses. Next time, buy 2 dresses. Look at me. I got these beautiful dresses, but I only got 2. Now I have more money to buy Apple. Right? And so now it becomes a habit. Now you're happy to do it. Instead of, oh my God, I need to budget. I need to cut this off. No more of this, no more of that. That itself is negativity. And so you're only going to get negativity back. When you're depriving yourself of things that you actually want, that's all negative. That's not love. That's fear. You're depriving yourself because you fear something. We want to operate out of love and abundance always. Look at nature, guys. The heart chakra the color of the heart chakra is green. Look around you. Everything is green. So this entire world is built on love. No, this is not some hippie shit that I'm telling you. Excuse my French. This is reality. And so we want to always operate on love and confidence. If you're not confident, if you're not happy when it comes to your money, nothing's going to change. All right. And so to reiterate, because it's been an hour, all right, I try to keep these short. That never happens. Maybe one day. I have a dream that one day I will have a live that's less than an hour long. Okay. Number 1, let's review. Any questions? Type in your questions. Number 1. Wait, hold up. That's the wrong notes. I was about to say, what is a mutual fund? That was last live. Number 1, determine what is your current relationship with money. What do things look like now? Be honest. Be honest. It's not going to work if you're not honest. You're not going to be able to fix something if you don't see it. If you don't see something's broken, how can you possibly fix it? So be honest. Number 2, what does a healthy relationship look like? What do you want it to look like? What is it supposed to look like in your eyes? And you only. Don't let anybody determine what it's supposed to look like for you. You determine that. Okay? And number 3, what are some unhealthy habits that you have right now? What's keeping you from that end goal? Okay? Number 4, how can we flip this energy? How can we transform the energy? Because energy is never created nor lost. It is simply transferred. So how can we transfer this energy? Number 5, create a plan. Give yourself small, reachable goals. Small. Emphasis on small. Don't try to go from 0 to 60. Or from 60 to 0. You're going to relapse. It's not going to work. Kat, I spent too much money on food. Lower your food budget. Don't put it at 0 because you're going to relapse. So if you go out to eat and you're Uber eating, is it Uber eating or is it Uber Eats? Whatever, right? Postmates. If that's your addiction and you're getting those every day, try doing it 3 times a week instead of every day. If you do it 5 times a week, try 3 times a week. Or maybe 4 times a week. Start with 4. Then you go down to 3. Next thing you know, you're barely ordering for Postmates. Okay? Any questions, guys? Any questions? Any questions? Rachel said, ooh, I just lost all the comments. Okay, this thing's weird on the phone. Any questions? Ay. I lost all the comments. Okay. Oh, hey Sim. Sim's my virtual assistant. Hey Sim, thank you so much. Yes, he's gonna upload the video on YouTube so you guys can watch it over and over. Beautiful. Thank you, Sim. Okay, Fredline, how are you? Any questions, guys? Any questions? Was this helpful? Type in a 1 if this was helpful. Type in a 1 if this was helpful. What was your favorite part? Talk to me in the chat. What clicked for you? What was I would like some feedback, because usually I talk about investing styles, strategy. I realize that that's not enough for you guys. You guys need more. And so I'm starting to have these conversations more, but I'd like to hear your feedback. Was this helpful? What was some of the things that stuck out to you? What was some of the things that stuck out to you? Okay, Amber says it was helpful. Okay, beautiful. Thank you. Awesome. All right, guys, just type in your feedback. What was your biggest takeaway from the video? What was the one thing? As a matter of fact, you know what? Before you guys go, tell me in the chat, what's one thing you're going to implement? What's a small, actionable step that you're going to implement? Talk to me in the chat. It looks so weird. What are some actionable steps that you want to implement? Amber said, make a plan. Okay, what? Give me something. Give me one thing that you're going to do, Amber. What's one thing? Okay. Lakeisha says she's going to these are the things that stuck out to you. Okay. Yeah. You guys are answering that. Sorry. Yeah, these are the things that stuck out to you. Yes, absolutely. Make a plan. Transfer the energy. Absolutely. Very helpful. Create actionable plan to get you to where you want to go. Absolutely. I love it. Okay. What are some plans? What are you guys thinking? Talk to me. Actionable step. Pay the smallest balance credit card. Beautiful. There you go. Yes, that's easy. Okay. Whatever the smallest one is. Doesn't matter what this credit guru is. Well, it does matter. Let me rephrase that, right? Do something that's going to give you the confidence. Once you have the confidence, then you could probably sit with a professional if you need help with that, right? But do the small actionable step. Get that boost of confidence. I love it, Joanne. Cindy says, try to have more stress. Yes, queen. She said, try to have more stress sex than instead of spending money, right? You're using that energy and money. Why not use it and have a good time? I love it. I think you're married, right? Okay. I was going to say, at least you're be safe out there. But I think you're married. So yes, queen. Exactly. Yes, you're absolutely right. Right? Transfer that energy. You're stressed out and you're used to, and you spend, okay, you're still going to be stressed out. This is a process. You're not going to fix yourself overnight, right? So you're still going to have some things that stress you out. What else can you do to relieve that stress? I love it. Beautiful. Okay. Small goals. Okay. Yes. Beautiful. All right, guys, enough talking. Have a good night. Bye-bye. You're welcome.